Hello friends, this is Channel Agent. Today we are going to see top 5 richest cities in world. Number 5 is taken by London, which is held in England. London has been settled as early as the Roman era when it was referred to as Londinium. It slowly grew to the city it now is, although it was nearly destroyed in 1666 by the Great Fire of London that wiped out most of the Black Death by killing the rats that carried the diseases and ravaged by plague a century later. Modern London became the world's largest city from 1831 to 1925 with people of different cultures from all over the world settling there. London is still known to be a cultural melting pot and accepting of many youth cultures from all over the globe. London's attractions include Buckingham Palace, the Tower Bridge, the London Eye and the world-famous Big Ben Clock Tower. Its biggest industries are finance and banking. Number 4 is taken by Seoul, which is held in South Africa. Located in northwestern South Korea, Seoul was believed to have been settled in as early as 17 BC. The city rose to become the capital of the Joseon Dian 1394 and has stayed capital of the country since. It was credited as the first city in East Asia to have power, water and a phone system at the same time. In 1950 it was occupied by invading forces from North Korea who were later driven back in 1951. Its current boundaries were established only in 1995 and it has grown economically since. Its main attractions are the Korean War Memorial, Namsan Park, Changdeokgung Palace and the Seoul Tower. Seoul's main industries include electronic, textile and iron and steel production. Number 3 is taken by Los Angeles, USA. The glitzy, glamorous home of everything Hollywood started out as a settlement by the Native American Chumash tribe before the 16th century. In the 18th century the small village was called El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora La Reina de Los Angeles, shortened to Los Angeles eventually. In 1847 it was won by Americans from its Spanish descendant settlers and its population steadily grew with the buildings of the railroad in 1876 to the city we know it today. The city is well known for its attractions like Universal Studios, the Hollywood sign, the Hollywood Walk of Fame and Santa Monica Pier. Like London, its main industries are banking and finance. Number 2 is taken by New York, which is held in USA. Originally founded as the province of New York by the English during the Second Anglo-Dutch War, it was recaptured by the Dutch before being turned over the English via treaty in 1674. It was one of the states that endorsed Declaration of Independence in 1776 and was the scene of one first major battles of the American Revolution. From the 19th to the 20th century the city would become the main entry port of immigrants from all over the world and many of them eventually decided to settle there instead of moving on, giving the city a wide racial and cultural diversity. It has 5 boroughs or state counties, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens and Staten Island. Its attractions include Times Square, the Statue of Liberty, the Brooklyn Bridge and the Empire State Building. Its biggest industries include publishing, finance and real estate. And finally our first number is taken by Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo has come far from its humble origin as the fishing village of Edo. In 1590 it became the capital of the ruling dynasty. It later grew in area and population to become the identified capital of Japan, although the emperor took up residence in Kyoto. The city suffered a devastating earthquake in 1923 and extensive U.S. bombing in World War II. After the war it was steadily rebuilt, finally taking center stage in 1964 when it hosted the Summer Olympics. Its attractions include Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Tower, the Tokyo Imperial Palace and the Museum of Contemporary Art. Its biggest industries are in electronics, telecommunications and public